What is up guys, and welcome back to new China phone review. Today we'll take a look at the ultra flagship killer in 2013, so be prepared for the one and only OnePlus One. The OnePlus One is the first phone from this new company called OnePlus, and it's not really released right now because you can only buy it with an invite from them. But I got my hands on a 16GB sample invite from our supplier in China. And I can't put a link down below into the description because it's wholesale only. And when we open up our shop, I will put our product link down below into the description, so check it out. And before we unbox this beast here, let me tell you something about the specs of the phone. It comes with the same chip like the Galaxy S5, and it's the Snapdragon 801. This includes a quad-core CPU running at 2.5 GHz and a Adreno 330 GPU. It also has 3 GB of RAM, and that's a huge amount which pushes it to the top of the performance list. And also the full HD 5.5-inch LTPS screen is one amazing highlight, and this combined with the 4K back camera is even more amazing. And all that hardware is combined with the perfect software, so it is running Cyanogenmod 11 based on Android 4.4.2 KitKat. Now enough of talking, and let's open up the package because I'm really excited. Okay, and this is the package which I have received from our supplier in China, and it's still factory sealed, so you can see the OnePlus sticker here on the package, and it's not broken, so it's definitely the original one. Also, there are no clones of it. And here you can see this funny Chinese sticker, which is the factory sticker from our supplier. And now let's open up the box and let's see what is inside. So there we go, guys. And here we got this huge package, which contains a lot of smaller sub-packages with the OnePlus logo on them. So let's get them out of the box and let's see what we can find inside there. So this is the biggest package, I think, that contains the phone. Then we got a spacer and a smaller package, which contains the charger, I think. And wow, here I got 2 headsets and a wall adapter. So this is really great. I'm not sure if a headset is included, but I got 2 of them, so that's really nice. And also this wall charger adapter here. Okay, so that was everything which was in the box. And now let's take a look at all those parts. Now just to summarize, that was in the box. So this big box from OnePlus with the phone, some accessories like the wall charger adapter and 2 headsets, and also this charger here. So now let's take a look at the parts. Now first of all, let's start with the wall charger, and let's take a look at the package to see something about the specs of the charger. So it's a 10-watt charger and it outputs 2 amps at 5 volts, so this should charge the smartphone really fast, and it comes in white and should look really nice. And here comes the charger, so it has a really nice design. It's actually pretty big, and it comes with the American power socket layout. So that's why I have to use this little adapter. But I have to say the design is really nice. It's actually pretty big. That means maybe good quality, and also the USB connector looks really good. And as I have said before, it comes with the American power socket layout. I'm not sure if they will later ship it with specific power layouts, but for now I have to use this adapter here. And those adapters are really cheap, so I think they don't even cost $1. So it's a little bit hard to get it here on the contacts, but at least it is working, and if it breaks down you can go to your local electronics store and just buy a new one. And this is now the wall charger, and it's a little bit big with the adapter, but yeah, at least it is working and looks really great. And now it's time to open up that white cage and release this beast. But before we do that, let's see what we should find inside. So in there should be the OnePlus One in white with 16GB. So I got the correct one and it's brand new. It's from June 2013. So now let us open up the package. And there we go. We can open it up right over here. And here comes another red package. So I really like the design, red, white and black combined together. And now let's open it up, and here we can see the OnePlus One. Looks really great, but before we check out that phone, let's remove that plastic plate here and let's take a look what is under it. And here we can find a lot of accessories, so let's see what they are. Here we can find the charging cable, then this should be the tool to open up the SIM card tray, and here we got a user manual. So let's get everything out of the box and then we'll take a look at all that stuff. And first of all, let us check out the user manual. And as I said, it's the Chinese version of the OnePlus One. that means the user manual is also in Chinese. But trust me, you won't need the user manual, so it just tells you don't eat your phone, don't sit on the phone. So it's really unusable for me. And yeah, it's in Chinese, just a few pages, and you won't need it at all. Now this little tool is really important because it is needed to open up the SIM card tray of the OnePlus One like on the iPhone 5. But you cannot use the tool from the iPhone 5 because it's too short. As you can see, this tool is pretty long, so if you lose it, just take a needle or something to open up the SIM card tray of the OnePlus One. But it's really great that they included with this rubber thing to, I don't know, just put it on your bunch of keys. And here comes the USB cable. And also the USB cable is very detailed, it just looks amazing. It's a red cable with this white finish and has gold plated contacts. So those pins are here gold plated, also the micro USB connector is gold plated. It is very slim, the connector looks really great, so it's a masterpiece of design. I'm not sure if it also works as good as other USB cables because it's a little bit thin, but actually I think the design is great. And those are the headsets which were included in my package. I cannot guarantee that you will also get a headset because I think it's not included in the OnePlus One package, but I got this for free from the supplier. And let's take a look at them. So here you can see the headset looks pretty good. We have here a remote control with a microphone. Also it's a in-ear headset with a 3.5mm headphone jack. It's pretty slim, comes in white like the OnePlus One, and actually looks pretty good for a free gift. That were the accessories, and now it's time to check out this amazing phone. So this is the box which contains the phone, and we have to pull this red thing here to get it out, and there we go. So here comes the phone, and wow, it feels really heavy. But yeah, it's a 5.5-inch phone with a big battery, a lot of performance, and that has to be heavy. So I'm not sure how many grams it weighs, but I will put that down in the description. And the back side looks really great too. And now let's take a look at all the details. And let's get started with the front side of the phone. And there is still the screen protector on the screen, and this also tells us some basic information. So the SIM card tray is on the left side, and also there's a sticker on the screen protector which shows your IMEI number and also your serial number. And that's pretty important, so please don't throw that screen protector here away because it contains your IMEI number. And if your IMEI gets corrupted or something, you need to restore it, or you need your serial number, then you have it here on the sticker. So just remove that sticker and I don't know, just keep it in the package. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm now removing the screen protector and I will keep it safe in my package. And wow, the first look is amazing. So we just see a black surface. That means the frame has almost the same color like the display. And I really like that when you just think the whole area is a display. So that looks so great. And I have to say the display seems to have very high quality. And as I said before, the phone feels a little bit heavy. So it's definitely not a lightweight phone. And also a highlight is the back cover. So the back cover is so smooth, has a nice logo, double LED flash, a nice back camera, and just looks great. And what we'll do now is check out all the details of the smartphone. Now here you can see the top of the front side of the phone, and you can see on the first look that the glass is actually higher than the frame. So there's a chrome frame which goes around the phone, but the glass is a little bit higher. Then also the complete surface looks black, so you don't see the sensors which are on the top. We have here the light and proximity sensor, and those sensors are placed between the camera and the speaker. And once again you can see the surface looks completely black, so just in the sun you can see that the frame is a little bit darker than the display. And this here is the opposite side, so that's the bottom side, and here you can find the dual speaker layout. So we have one speaker on the right side and one speaker on the left side. There is no back speaker. In the middle we have the micro USB port, and right from the micro USB port we have a bottom microphone. And also there are capacitive buttons. You don't see them right now, but you will see them later, and they are really nice because they're fully customizable. At the left side of the phone you can see the volume up and volume down button. It's the black button which you can see right over here. It's a pretty slim button, it's made out of plastic but feels good to press and also makes a little click as feedback. Right over the button you have the SIM card tray, so you can see this little hole and you have to use the tool, stick it into the hole to get the SIM card tray out and insert your SIM card. And now we're here at the top side of the frame, so this part of the frame is white, that means it's a part of the back cover, and the back cover is not just a plate, so it's a whole shell, but it's removable if you know how. On the left side we got a 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the right side we got a top microphone. So this phone uses 3 microphones to improve voice clarity. The power button is located at the right side of the phone, so it's this black button just like the volume button, same material, it's made out of plastic. And here you can see that the phone is actually pretty slim. The backside is a little bit curved, but here at the edge it looks really slim. Also the backside is something which is very special, so it looks like ceramics or something, but actually it is plastic. But it feels so smooth, so if you swipe over it, it feels really amazing. But it's not too slippery that it would fall out of your hands. It's a very special material. And if we take a look at the backside, we can find here the OnePlus logo, a back microphone, which is the third microphone. Left from that we can find the dual LED flash, so you can use that to take photos at night in bad lighting or as a torchlight. And right over the flash we can find the back camera. And the back camera is very special, so it comes with a Sony Exymer 13 megapixel sensor which can record 4K movies and also take great photos. And if we go a little bit down at the back side, then we can see this Chinese writing here at the bottom. And I think on the real one it says something like Cyanogenmod right over that, or OnePlus over that, I'm not sure about that. So maybe here you can see that the Chinese version is a little bit different from the international version. Then what I will do now is put in my SIM card. There is no slot for a microSD card, so you cannot extend the internal memory. This is the 16GB model, and if you need more memory, you have to buy the better version with 32 or 64GB. But for now, the 16GB model is the cheapest one. It only costs about $350 in China. Okay, everything is ready to go, and now it's time to turn the OnePlus One on. So let's press the power button and let's see how fast it boots. So there we go. And so we can see the boot animation right now, and boom, there you go. Yeah, in Android Cyanogenmod. It's so fast, that's amazing. And to unlock the new lock screen, you just have to slide down and then you're in the home screen on the OnePlus One. And swiping through the pages feels so smooth, it just feels like flying through Android. So Cyanogenmod did a great job on this. And what we'll do now is check out all the features on the OnePlus One. Okay guys, so as I have said, the OnePlus One is running Cyanogenmod 11. So what does it mean? It means it runs completely smooth and it's fully customizable. So what you just have to do is press the menu button on the OnePlus One, and then it opens up this menu here where you can change your default screen, scroll effects, wallpapers, widgets, and much more. And therefore we will go to settings and check out about the phone, where we can find some information about the phone, and then we'll also check out all the customization features. So let's go to the settings. In the settings we now just scroll down to about the phone, and here we go. And in about the phone we can find system updates, so you have over-the-air updates, and as you can see an update is already available for my system. I will install it later. But you can also find some more information here, like the model number. It says here 1, it's definitely the original one. It is running Cyanogenmod 11 based on Android 4.4.2 KitKat. And if you tap a few times on Cyanogenmods, it opens up this animation here. So it's definitely the original Cyanogenmod 11 version. Okay, then let's go back here. And let's go back to about the phone, and we can also find here some more informations like CPU, memory, as you can see 3GB, and if you tap 7 times at build number you also get the developer options like on every other Android smartphone. Now it's also a good time to check out all the settings which we can find on the OnePlus One. Let's start with wireless and networks, so let's activate Wi-Fi and let's see if it can find my home network. Okay, so home not in range, yeah, I'm in the basement, maybe it doesn't work, but let's tap at it. Oh, okay, obtaining IP and connected. So the signal is not as good like on my Galaxy S5 for instance, but yeah, it looks pretty good. We got also Bluetooth. Bluetooth is working, but I don't have a Bluetooth speaker here right now to test it or other phones, so trust me, it will work. We got mobile networks, data usage and more. Here you can find airplane mode, you can change your default SMS app. This phone also got NFC and supports Android Beam, so you can beam app content to any other device which also supports Android Beam. Really great. Tethering and portable hotspot, VPN and cell broadcasts also on board. And tethering and portable hotspot doesn't only support USB tethering, so you can also open up a Wi-Fi hotspot if you want to. That was wireless and networks, and now let's check out personalization. And on Cyanogenmod, almost everything, and if I say everything, I mean everything, is customizable. home screen, lock screen, different themes, interface. That's really great. We have here the Cyanogenmod launcher. Okay, it says here update, but let's go here to settings, and as you can see, you can customize here the home screen, drawer, and some general settings, but that's not everything. Let's go back to the settings, and here we can check out the lock screen. So you have a lot of different lock screens. You can also download them online. We got different themes. You can also edit everything here. You can build even your own theme if you want to. So we have here different styles, icons, all that stuff. So by default, you just see those two here, but you can download a lot of them. Also different styles, different icon packs. There is a lot of stuff to customize. But personally, I have to say, I'm too lazy to customize the system because I don't care if it's yellow, blue, or black, so the colors don't play a role for me. But for people who like to tinker around with the fonts, with the icons, and with the colors, it's a damn great feature. Yeah, I forgot interface, so you can customize the status bar, and there are so many things. You can also have an expanded desktop if you want to, so there are a lot of things to tinker around. Then let's check out device settings. Here we got different sound profiles, we got display and lights, so let's check that out. The most important things here would be display brightness, then maybe display timeout or screen color. Okay, that was display and lights, and now we come to buttons, and that's a really nice feature because you can customize the capacitive buttons at the bottom. And I always want to do that on every smartphone, and here it works on the OnePlus One. You can choose what the menu button does if you press it for a long time or if you press it for a short time. So you have many features and what you can do with the capacitive buttons at the bottom, and I really like that. So regarding those features, I would like to have Cyanogenmod on every smartphone. Then let's check out storage, and this is the 16GB version, but I would recommend to get at least 32GB, because if you have music on it, some apps, and you want to shoot some 4K movies, it's full in no time. So 4K movies take a lot of space, and you think 16GB is much, but it isn't. Then let's check out battery. So I'm now about 3 hours on battery, haven't charged it to 100%, and I still got about 67% left. So the battery lifetime is just average. It's good, but just average. For instance, it has a 2800 mAh battery, the same like the Galaxy S5, but a much bigger display. And now let's check out applications. So here you can see all the apps which I have downloaded, which are running in the background, and all apps which are on the smartphone. So from 3GB I have about 1.1GB used with a few apps running in the background. So you have about 1.7 to 1.8GB left. And here you can see all apps which are on the smartphone. So this is Cyanogenmod. There is no malware bloatware on it. Trust me. We have tap and pay. I'm not using that. If you want to use that, just go to learn more. And we also got here profiles. So you got different Cyanogenmod profiles. We got here home, night, silent work. So you can customize them. As always, you can customize everything on Cyanogenmod. Different notifications, different apps, really everything. But I have to say, personally, for me it's too much to adjust, so I just keep the default profile or just switch off profiles. Then here we got location-based services, which activates GPS. You will later also see the GPS test in my car. GPS works perfectly, also straight out of the box. Then we got security, and we can check that out. So here you can find things like different lock screens, and also you can encrypt your phone. And this phone doesn't have a fingerprint sensor, also it's not waterproof like the Galaxy S5, so you just have the default screen unlock method. Then we get here unknown sources, which is also really important if you want to install APK files. Okay, that was security. Further we got privacy, and in there you can find some default privacy settings, but also some Cyanogenmod privacy settings like crash logging and all that stuff. Okay, language and input, so that's really important because the phone comes from China. But you can set it to every display language you want to. You can find the language here at the top, so that's for the display, that's a display language, and you can also find here keyboard and input methods. And as you can see, there are almost all languages available on the world. And I don't know what some languages are, but they're still there. And I have switched it to English and it works perfectly. The same goes for the keyboard and input methods. By default, you have the Android open source project keyboard and it works perfectly, and if you want to, you can switch that. Further, backup and reset, a standard feature, and different accounts to add. So you can add your Facebook account, corporate account, your IMAP or POP3 email account, or WhatsApp. Then we come to system, and here we got date and time, so you can set the date and time manually, automatically, accessibility, printing, developer options. You can enable USB debugging here if you want to use ADB on the computer to root it or flash it or whatever you want to do with it, you can do it. And last but not least, we got a really nice Cyanogenmod feature, which is performance, so let's check that out. And if you tap at it, you will get this warning message, but just press yes because there are a lot of cool features in here. For instance, here if you want to save battery, you can throttle your CPU. Or if you just want to get maximum performance, disable downscaling of the CPU, and you can do it right over here and you don't have to download set CPU and get root or something, so it works perfectly. And there are also some memory management tweaks, and if you activate them with CPU throttling disabled, then you get about 2k points more in the Antutu benchmarking tool. Okay, so that were the settings, and now let's go through the app switch on the smartphone. We are now here back on the Android home screen, and now I want to show you the Android status bar. So this is also fully customizable as everything in Cyanogenmod. We have here a few basic things like owner profile, brightness, settings, airplane mode and all that stuff. So you can have as many buttons as you want to. You just have to go to plus, then you go here to add, and then you can add a lot of different things. So sound, sync, profiles, NFC, also ADB over network. So there are a lot of features which you can put in your Android status bar. And I really like that because I don't like a too big status bar, just the most important features. Okay, that was the Android status bar, then let's close it and let's check out all the applications which we can find on the phone. And let's start with the most important applications at the bottom bar. And here you can find the applications you use for the most time, like calling people, SMS, and it's fully customizable, so you can drag and drop apps in there. And let's start with the dialer application. So that's a phone application, you can use it to call people, works pretty good. I have no signal issues, the call quality is nice, and the light sensor is working, which switches off the display so you don't activate stuff with your ear, and everything's working good. And I've also heard that some people have had connection issues, and with that I mean bad signals, signal drops, or low volume on the speaker. But I think they fixed that with the latest version of Cyanogenmod because, for instance, the speaker problem was a software issue. And on my device, everything is working perfectly. Then this is the messaging application, so this works like on every other Android smartphone. This is the standard messaging application, but you can change that if you want to. And the standard Android keyboard here also supports swiping like SwiftKey, but if you want to, you can also change the keyboard. And the button in the middle opens as always the main menu where you can find all the installed applications. Also by default there's a web browser installed, it's the Google Chrome browser. Also Opera is pre-installed, but if you don't like them, just install a different browser from the Google Play Store. But I have to say Google Chrome does a nice job. So multi-window, social networking, watching movies in the browser is just a simple task for the OnePlus One. And also the display is really sharp. We have here about 440 pixel per inch, and as you can see you can zoom in and it still looks fucking great. Okay, that was the web browser. Don't forget to visit chinadevices.com, and there you can also find the latest information about China phones. And now we come to one really nice thing on this phone, which is the camera and the Cyanogenmod camera application. So let's go outside and let's test the camera. Oh yeah, so what a beautiful day, and we're now outside in my garden to test the OnePlus One camera, and here it is. And as you can see on the first look, the preview quality is amazing. And the camera feels really smooth, so it's not laggy when you shake it around, and it feels really smooth and also with a good quality. Then we have tap autofocus, so you just have to tap at your screen. It's not that fast, so I think the minimum time is 5 seconds, so it's definitely much faster on the Galaxy S5. But the quality is amazing. Also of the front camera, as you can see, I have not seen such a good front camera for a long time. And if you like to take selfies, you will love the OnePlus One front camera. But that's not everything. There are a lot of settings to adjust, so you can switch off the LED flash, set it to auto mode. If you tap at that circle, you get a lot of more settings to adjust, like brightness. You can also set the lightning mode. We have a lot of different effects like HDR. We have different capturing modes like smart scene, beauty mode, slow shutter, action, backlight. There are so many of them, so the Cyanogenmod camera application is the best camera application which I know. I mean, my Galaxy S5 has a decent camera too, but the camera application on the OnePlus One is just unbeatable. Then here we're in the settings, and those are the camera settings. So the maximum size of pictures which you can take is 13 megapixels. but only in 4:3 mode. If you want to take 6:9 photos, you have to go to about 10 megapixels. We got different quality settings, also burst mode if you want to take photos in a row. Really great, slow shutter speed, touch focus duration, so the lowest value is about 5 seconds, so not that fast. Different focus modes and also anti-banding, which is a really nice feature. At the right top corner you can also switch to the video settings, and here you can see this phone is capable of recording videos in 4K, so it gets a little bit hot when doing that, but you can switch here between DCI and UHD mode, but if you don't need that you can also switch to HD or Full HD. It also supports slow motion in 120 FPS, but only in 720p mode, and we got video and audio codecs, so you can choose them. And we got here general settings, so here just a few things to adjust, like power shutter, volume zoom and left-handed control if you're left-handed. So pretty nice features to adjust, and now let's take some test photos. So the autofocus works pretty accurate, it also changes the lighting properly, it's currently in auto mode, the shutter delay is good and it's not laggy when you take the photo. Then let's take a look at the quality, so here you can see some test photos. I will also try to upload some test photos and I will put the link down below into the description. And as you can see, the test photos look pretty good. But yeah, I also said this baby is capable of recording 4K movies, and that looks amazing. Too bad it doesn't have a better display like the Oppo Find 7, which has a 2K display, and this is just Full HD, but it still looks great. And as you can see, slow motion only works in 720p, so I have to switch that in order to record 4K. And now it's time to test 4K recording. And you can already see that it is a little bit laggy because there's a huge amount of data flowing into your internal storage, and that makes it a little bit laggy. So the 16 gigabytes are instantly full. If you film about 10 minutes or something, then your internal storage is full. It takes a lot of space. So I would recommend to get the 64 gigabyte version if you want to record 4K movies. And it also gets a little bit hot while recording. And here you can see the clip which I've just recorded, and you can see it looks really great. It's 4K, just a couple of seconds, but it takes a lot of space. And I would definitely like to see it on a 4K screen, but I cannot afford that. And now I want to show you macro mode on the smartphone here. And now you will be able to see what this camera is really capable of. I have now activated macro mode for the tab autofocus, and now let's try to capture this flower here. And as you can see, even the preview looks really amazing. And now I've taken this photo here, and look at the details, and if you zoom in, that looks so great on the display. And also on the computer it will look even better, and that's really amazing. So the camera quality is perfect. Okay guys, that was the camera application with back and front camera, definitely a highlight on the OnePlus One. And now we're back in Android and I want to show you the rest of the applications. If you tap at this icon here, this opens up CleanMaster, and this is a built-in application. You can also download it from the Google Play Store to free up memory. So this closes applications which are running in the background and which are eating your memory. So really nice that it is included. Then let's go to the main menu and let's check out all the applications which we can find right over here. And the first really nice application which we can find in the main menu of the OnePlus One is Audio Effects. So this is an Equalizer application for the speaker or for the headset. So you can choose that, and there are a lot of presets in there. So we have jazz, pop, rock, hip hop, metal, so basically everything. And you can also install this application on other phones. There are APKs for that online, so it's a really great application which is pre-installed on the OnePlus One. You also have custom, so you can customize your equalizer. You just have to drag and drop the frequencies here, and you can make your own equalizer. It's really great. We also have a lot of settings like bass boost, we have reverb, small room, big room, hall. There are so many features to adjust, so if you like to listen to music with a good equalizer, then this phone is definitely great for you. And we also got the standard Android applications like a calculator, calendar, the camera application, which we have checked out before. We also got clock, also the standard Android application. You can use your phone as an alarm clock. We got downloads, drive, email. The funny thing is almost all social networks were pre-installed except of Facebook. Then we got a file manager, so you can access all the folders on your smartphone here. I would definitely recommend to root it and install ES File Explorer because it's a little bit better and you can do more stuff with that. Then here you can find the gallery, and this contains all the photos which I have made, so you can see the flower. I also took some photos from my car. And yeah, this phone has a pretty good camera, not the best one, but combined with the Cyanogenmod application, it's really enjoyable. We got Gmail, Google Settings and Hangouts. Yeah, I don't use Hangouts, I don't need that, but everything from Google is pre-installed, so you don't miss the Google features. We have here Google Maps, which works perfectly with GPS. You will later also see the GPS test in my car, so it comes in about 5 minutes. And yeah, GPS works great, and it's also really smooth if you zoom in and zoom out, so it's a simple task for the OnePlus One. Also pre-installed, I think, was MobileGenie, which is some kind of an alternative Play Store and smartphone manager, but I don't use that, so I will uninstall that. Also Opera Mini and Opera Mobile was pre-installed. Here we got people, so here you can see all the contacts. I think I've shown you this before, but anyway, you can import contacts from your Google account and from all other accounts. Then here we got the Google Play Store, and this is the original Google Play Store, so the latest version, and you can download everything you want to. There are no restrictions because the OnePlus One is a powerful device. You can play the latest games, you can download everything, you don't get unsupported device. You know it's running Cyanogenmod, but it's just modded Android KitKat. That means latest version of Android, just improved, and you can download everything you want to, and basically everything is compatible with the OnePlus One. So as you can see, it's downloading and installing this application here. Okay, that was the Google Play Store, and now let's go back to the other apps and let's see what we got here. So we were here on the second page. Yeah, we got Screencast, which is a really nice feature. On all my other Android phones, I was looking for an application to record the screen, so you have to be rooted, install some apps which are crashing, but here it's included. Just press start Screencast and now it's recording the screen. And it's really great if you want to do some tutorials or just record something or record gameplay. It works perfectly and it's an included feature. Then just press the stop button and you're ready to go and watch the movie or upload it to YouTube. Really nice, that feature. Further, we got settings where we were before. We got a sound recorder. We also got different themes, as I said before. You can download them here. The only problem is that the most themes are not free, so they usually cost about $2. And there are also some free themes, but they don't look that good. And for $2, I better customize it on my own, because also on the $2 themes, there is something which I don't like. Okay, then further we got Torch, we got Twitter, WhatsApp, and YouTube. So basically that was everything which was on the smartphone, also some apps which I have pre-installed, but all in all it's a great package and the software works perfectly together with the hardware. And now you will see the GPS test, and after the GPS test you will see some benchmarks. And after that there will be my conclusion, so just sit down and enjoy.
Salzburg, Livestream, das Volumen hält. Feed, Gruppenchat, das Volumen hält. Denn jetzt gibt es für kurze Zeit 3 GB Datenvolumen gratis. Für alle unter 27. Zu jedem Sprachtarif mit Bindung. 3. Es geht auch anders. Mehr auf 3.at.
So GPS worked straight out of the box really great. Also if you drive really fast it doesn't lose the signal, and I haven't had any issues with GPS. And now you will see the benchmarks, so enjoy guys. Okay guys, we're now at the end of this video. Big thanks to everyone who watched until now, and here comes my conclusion about the OnePlus One. After reading a lot of negative things about it, like yellow display, overheating and connection issues, I was really worried about it. But I was really lucky and my device has none of those issues. The only issue so far is that I can't update the system because I'm receiving an error in the recovery, but I will try to fix that. But except of that, it's great and it will be my new main phone. There is only one thing which I don't like, so you don't have the possibility to upgrade the internal memory, and 16GB is nothing. That's why I would prefer the Oppo Find 7. But anyway, the price-performance ratio on this device is unbeatable. I can definitely recommend the OnePlus One. Okay, so don't forget to visit chinadevices.com if you want to read more about the OnePlus One. And as always guys, thanks for watching and I hope I see you again in my next videos. Bye bye!